Welcome to Health Education, the channel dedicated to helping you live stronger, healthier, and happier at every age. Today, we're talking about something that matters more than most seniors realize: muscle loss. After the age of 60, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. This isn't just about strength, it affects your balance, mobility, metabolism, and even your independence. But here's the good news: muscle loss is not inevitable, and you can fight back starting tonight. What you do before bed can make a huge difference in how your muscles repair and rebuild while you sleep. Most people don't know that simple nighttime habits, like eating the right foods, doing a few minutes of light exercise, staying hydrated, and getting quality sleep, can dramatically slow down or even reverse muscle loss, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. In this video, you'll learn powerful, science-backed tips to protect your muscles, regain strength, and maintain independence for years to come. These aren't complicated routines, just small, consistent steps that anyone can follow. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do every night to keep your muscles strong and healthy. If you care about living longer and staying active, make sure to watch until the end. And don't forget to subscribe to Health Education for more life-changing health tips designed for seniors just like you. Your journey to strength and vitality starts right now. As we grow older, one of the biggest challenges our bodies face is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. This condition, known as sarcopenia, begins to affect people as early as their 40s and accelerates after the age of 60. For seniors, muscle loss isn't just about looking weaker, it has serious consequences for health, mobility, independence, and quality of life. Losing muscle mass can increase the risk of falls, fractures, joint pain, and overall frailty. It can also slow down your metabolism, making it harder to maintain a healthy weight and fight off chronic illnesses. But the good news is that muscle loss isn't something you just have to accept. There are powerful, science-backed steps you can take every single day, especially before you go to bed, that can dramatically slow down muscle loss and even help rebuild strength, even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. In fact, research shows that what you do in the hours before bedtime can make a huge difference in how your muscles repair, recover, and grow stronger overnight. Your muscles do most of their repair and rebuilding while you sleep. Deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, a key player in tissue repair and muscle growth. But as we age, the amount of deep sleep and growth hormone we get naturally decreases. That means we have to be more intentional about supporting our muscles before we go to bed. Many seniors unknowingly make mistakes, like skipping protein at dinner, being sedentary all day, or eating sugary snacks late at night, that accelerate muscle loss. If you've ever noticed that you feel weaker or have more difficulty climbing stairs, getting out of chairs, or carrying groceries, it may not just be aging, it could be the result of your daily habits slowly chipping away at your muscle health. The first and most important thing to do before bed is to ensure that you've given your body the right building blocks for muscle repair. Protein is essential for muscle maintenance. Without enough protein, your muscles simply don't have the amino acids they need to recover and grow stronger. Seniors need more protein than younger adults because the body becomes less efficient at using protein to build muscle as we age. Studies show that older adults should aim for around 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, spread evenly across meals. The evening meal is especially important because the protein you eat at dinner provides amino acids for muscle repair overnight. A protein-rich dinner could include foods like fish, chicken, eggs, tofu, beans, or Greek yogurt. If you struggle to get enough protein at dinner, a small protein-rich snack before bed, like cottage cheese or a protein shake, can be incredibly helpful. Another key step is to include some form of light physical activity or resistance exercise earlier in the evening. Even a short 10 to 15 minute session of bodyweight exercises, light resistance band movements, or simple chair exercises can activate your muscles and signal your body to repair and grow them stronger. The combination of evening activity plus protein intake creates the perfect environment for your muscles to rebuild while you sleep. Research shows that seniors who engage in resistance training, even just twice a week, can significantly increase muscle mass and strength, even in their 70s and 80s. The human body is incredibly adaptable, and it's never too late to start. In addition to protein and light exercise, hydration plays a huge role in muscle health. Dehydration is more common in seniors, and it can lead to muscle cramps, weakness, and fatigue. Before bed, it's wise to drink a small glass of water or an herbal tea. However, avoid drinking too much right before bed to prevent nighttime trips to the bathroom. Another overlooked factor is magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that helps muscles relax and supports quality sleep. Many seniors are deficient in magnesium due to dietary changes or medication use. Magnesium-rich foods like nuts, seeds, spinach, and whole grains at dinner can make a difference. It's equally important to avoid habits that sabotage muscle health before bed. Alcohol, for example, disrupts sleep quality and impairs muscle recovery. Sugary desserts and late-night junk food can spike blood sugar and insulin, leading to fat gain rather than muscle repair. Instead, aim for a balanced dinner with lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich vegetables. This combination stabilizes blood sugar, supports digestion, and provides nutrients for muscle recovery. Sleep quality is another major factor in preventing muscle loss. Seniors often face challenges with sleep due to pain, medications, or frequent awakenings. But deep, restorative sleep is when most of your muscle repair happens. Creating a bedtime routine can significantly improve sleep quality. This means dimming lights an hour before bed, avoiding screens, keeping the room cool and dark, and maybe engaging in calming activities like reading or light stretching. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day also helps regulate your internal clock. One fascinating area of research shows that seniors who consume a slow-digesting protein source like casein, found in cottage cheese or casein protein powder, before bed can boost overnight muscle protein synthesis. Because casein digests slowly, it provides a steady supply of amino acids to your muscles throughout the night. This is especially helpful for older adults whose bodies are less efficient at turning dietary protein into muscle. Now let's talk about a crucial but often ignored point. Maintaining muscle isn't just about physical strength, it also impacts your metabolism, balance, and even brain health. Muscle tissue burns more calories at rest than fat tissue, meaning the more muscle you have, the easier it is to maintain a healthy weight. Strong muscles support your joints and bones, reducing the risk of falls and fractures. Studies also show that physically active seniors with better muscle health have a lower risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Every senior watching this needs to know that losing muscle is not inevitable. You have control. If you make it a habit to nourish your body with adequate protein at dinner, add even a few minutes of strength-based movements in the evening, stay hydrated, get quality sleep, and avoid sugar and alcohol before bed, you can slow down or even reverse muscle loss. The body is remarkably resilient and responds to positive changes, no matter your age. Imagine waking up each morning feeling stronger, more stable, and confident in your movements. Picture being able to climb stairs with ease, play with your grandkids without exhaustion, and maintain your independence well into your 80s and 90s. These outcomes are possible if you prioritize muscle health today. Many seniors don't realize that muscle loss can lead to a dangerous cycle of weakness, inactivity, and further loss of strength. The less muscle you have, the less active you become, and the weaker you get over time. But by taking action, especially with the right nighttime habits, you can break this cycle and instead build a positive cycle of strength, energy, and vitality. Another important aspect is vitamin D. Vitamin D plays a critical role in muscle function and strength. Many seniors are deficient because they spend less time in the sun. Getting your vitamin D levels checked and supplementing if necessary, as recommended by your doctor, can significantly improve muscle function. Pairing vitamin D with calcium also supports bone health, reducing fracture risk. Let's imagine this clearly. You finish dinner, maybe take your medications, and get ready to relax for the evening. This is the perfect time to give your body what it needs to stay strong. Think of your muscles as tiny construction sites. All day, you've been using them, walking, standing, climbing stairs, lifting objects. By evening, these construction sites have tiny, damaged spots. What you do before bed decides whether those damaged spots get repaired or left to weaken further. If you feed your muscles the right nutrients and allow them to rest deeply, construction workers, your body's repair systems, get to work while you sleep. But if you don't, your muscles slowly shrink, and you feel weaker over time. Protein is the first building block. Older adults experience what's called anabolic resistance, meaning your muscles aren't as responsive to protein as they used to be. That's why you need to be more intentional about spreading protein intake throughout the day, especially at dinner. For example, instead of having just tea and bread, opt for a balanced dinner. Grilled fish or chicken, a serving of lentils or beans, some whole grains like quinoa or brown rice, and colorful vegetables. This combination not only gives you protein but also provides vitamins, minerals, and fiber that keep your entire body functioning at its best. But what if you're someone who has trouble eating large meals in the evening? This is where a smart bedtime snack can make a huge difference. Research from Maastricht University in the Netherlands found that consuming a slow-digesting protein, such as casein, 30 minutes before bed improved overnight muscle protein synthesis in older men. A simple bowl of cottage cheese, a small protein shake, or even a boiled egg can work wonders. These are easy to digest, don't spike your blood sugar, and keep your muscles fed while you sleep. Hydration is equally vital. Many seniors drink less water in the evening to avoid frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, but mild dehydration can reduce muscle performance and lead to painful cramps. Instead of skipping fluids entirely, have a moderate amount of water an hour before bedtime so your body stays hydrated without disrupting your sleep too much. Pairing this with an herbal tea like chamomile can also promote relaxation and better sleep quality. Muscles grow stronger not just from food but from use. The phrase, "use it or lose it," is absolutely true for muscles. Even if you can't do intense workouts, small movements make a big difference. Try gentle resistance band exercises, bodyweight squats near a chair for safety, or even light wall push-ups. These exercises tell your body, hey, these muscles are important. Keep them strong. The more you stimulate your muscles in the evening, the more they will repair during the night. Sleep itself is the powerhouse of muscle repair. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone and testosterone, both of which play critical roles in rebuilding muscle. Seniors who have poor sleep quality or sleep for less than 6 hours often experience faster muscle loss. A consistent bedtime routine is key. Avoid screens at least 30 minutes before bed, dim your lights, keep your bedroom cool, and try relaxation techniques like deep breathing or light stretching. Even listening to calming music can help prepare your body for restorative sleep. Let's talk about why muscle is so much more than just strength. Muscle is like your health reserve. The more muscle you have, the more resilient your body is against illness, stress, and aging. For example, studies show that people with more muscle mass recover faster from surgeries, infections, and even hospital stays. It also supports your metabolism. Every pound of muscle burns about 3 times more calories at rest compared to fat. That means having more muscle helps prevent unwanted weight gain and makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight. Another fascinating benefit is that stronger muscles actually protect your brain. Physical activity and good muscle health improve blood flow to the brain, stimulate the release of brain protective chemicals, and reduce inflammation, factors linked to better memory and reduced risk of dementia. So when you build muscle, you're not just getting stronger physically, you're also protecting your mind. We also can't ignore the role of hormones. As we age, testosterone and estrogen levels decline, and these hormones are involved in maintaining muscle mass. But lifestyle choices like strength training, eating enough protein, and getting good sleep can naturally support healthy hormone balance. In some cases, doctors may recommend hormone replacement therapy, but lifestyle remains the foundation. One huge mistake many seniors make is underestimating their protein needs. A typical older adult might have tea and bread for breakfast, a light lunch of rice and curry, and a small dinner. But this often adds up to less than 40 to 50 grams of protein per day, far below the recommended amount for seniors, which is often closer to 70 to 100 grams depending on body weight. If this is you, it's time to rethink your meals. Every meal should have a protein source: milk, eggs, fish, lean meats, soy, beans, or lentils. Even nuts and seeds contribute to protein intake and healthy fats. Micronutrients like vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium play an equally important role. Without adequate vitamin D, your muscles don't function properly, and your risk of falls increases. Calcium isn't just for bones, it also helps with muscle contraction. Magnesium helps muscles relax and prevents painful cramps. Sadly, many seniors are deficient in all three of these nutrients. A simple blood test can tell you your vitamin D levels, and your doctor can guide you on supplements if needed. Inflammation is another hidden enemy of muscle health. Chronic inflammation, often caused by processed foods, lack of activity, poor sleep, and stress, can accelerate muscle loss. Including anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish, turmeric, berries, leafy greens, and olive oil can help reduce inflammation. If you enjoy evening meals with salmon or mackerel, you're already getting omega-3 fatty acids that support muscle growth and reduce inflammation. Let me share an example. Mr. Ahmed, a 72-year-old retired teacher, noticed he was getting weaker and had trouble climbing stairs. His doctor explained that he was losing muscle because of low protein intake and lack of activity. So Mr. Ahmed started adding a protein shake before bed, did 10 minutes of light exercises in the evening, and focused on getting 7 to 8 hours of good sleep. Within 3 months, he felt stronger, more energetic, and even started walking longer distances without pain. His story shows that it's never too late to build strength and take charge of your health. Now imagine yourself 3 months from now. You've started eating protein with dinner, you do 10 minutes of simple exercises, and you go to bed at the same time each night. Each morning, you wake up feeling stronger. Your legs feel steadier, your arms have more strength, and you can do more without getting tired. That's the power of small, consistent actions. Another great bedtime tip is stretching. Gentle stretching helps relax tight muscles, improve flexibility, and prevent nighttime cramps. Try stretching your calves, hamstrings, and shoulders for a few minutes before bed. Combine this with slow breathing, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. This signals your nervous system to relax and prepares your body for deep, restorative sleep. Some seniors also benefit from collagen supplements. Collagen is a protein that supports joint and muscle health. While research is still emerging, some studies show that collagen combined with resistance training can improve muscle mass and strength in older adults. It's important to remember that medications can sometimes contribute to muscle loss. Certain drugs, like long-term steroids or some types of statins, can lead to muscle weakness. If you suspect your medication is affecting your strength, discuss it with your doctor. Never stop a medication on your own. Muscle loss doesn't happen overnight, it's a gradual process. But rebuilding muscle also takes time. Be patient, stay consistent, and trust the process. You don't need to spend hours in the gym or eat a bodybuilder's diet. Simple, sustainable changes make the biggest difference. Muscle health is not just about looking strong, it's directly linked to how long you live and how well you live. Studies show that seniors with greater muscle mass have lower risks of hospitalization, disability, and even early death. Strong muscles protect your bones, joints, and heart. They improve your balance and coordination, which drastically reduces the chances of falls, a major cause of injury among seniors. And perhaps most importantly, maintaining muscle allows you to stay independent. Think about all the daily activities that require strength: getting out of bed, using the toilet, taking a shower, carrying groceries, or even playing with grandchildren. Without muscle, every single one of these tasks becomes harder. But with the right habits, you can keep your independence for decades to come. Even if you've been inactive for years, your muscles can still respond to exercise and good nutrition. Research from Tufts University found that even people in their 90s gained muscle mass and strength after just a few weeks of resistance training. Your body is always ready to adapt. The key is consistency. It doesn't matter how small you start, what matters is that you start. Let's go deeper into evening habits. One of the best things you can do is plan your dinner so that it is balanced and muscle-friendly. Here's a simple example: grilled salmon with steamed vegetables and quinoa. This meal provides protein, omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Another great option is a lentil and vegetable stew with whole grain bread and a side of Greek yogurt. If you enjoy eggs, an omelette with spinach and cheese plus a glass of milk can be perfect. For seniors who have reduced appetite, smaller but more frequent meals can work. You can even make a smoothie with milk, protein powder, banana, peanut butter, and oats, easy to drink and rich in nutrients. Before bed, if you feel hungry, have a small protein-based snack. Avoid sugary or processed snacks, as they can spike your blood sugar and disrupt your sleep. Another overlooked aspect is posture. Seniors often spend long hours sitting, which leads to muscle stiffness and weakness, especially in the core and lower body. In the evening, try standing up and moving around every 30 minutes. Even light housework counts as activity. It keeps your muscles engaged and your metabolism active. Mental health is also linked to muscle health. Depression and anxiety can reduce appetite, energy levels, and motivation to exercise, leading to muscle loss. But exercise, in turn, improves mood by boosting endorphins and reducing stress hormones. It's a positive cycle: when you move your body, you feel better mentally, and when you feel better mentally, you're more likely to take care of your body.